Well, by now you have likely heard the term long COVID or long hauler. According to a new study by researchers at the University of Michigan, more than 40% of COVID-19 survivors around the world have or have had long-term effects from the virus. Imperial native Bob Boehm is one of them.
57-year-old Bob Boehm has always been a hard-working, physical guy. He drives a big rig 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it might be hard to believe that this same guy was hospitalized with COVID for 3 months on a ventilator with just a 50% chance of surviving.
It scared me a bunch, thinking that I would never see. I really thought that I wouldn't see my family again. I thought I was dead.
His wife Nora was at his side through it all. She remembers when they tried to take him off the ventilator for the first time.
His blood pressure went up and his oxygen level dropped and they had to put him back on. And that just scared me. That was a phone call I got at work and I was just crying because I didn't know if he would ever come off of it.
Before catching COVID in April of 2021, Boehm was a healthy guy. He says he only took vitamins, no underlying conditions. He'd had his first dose of the vaccine. Boehm was released in early July, and the journey towards recovery began.
It was really tough not being able to walk or talk, or like when I would try to communicate and stuff, I was like, well, give me a pen and paper so I can write something down. I couldn't write.
He calls his nurses and physical therapists at Mercy Rehab his heroes.
He is one of the worst scenarios with COVID.
He was very motivated, very grateful to get the opportunity to work with therapies. And I just think perspective is a big part of recovering from something like that.
It was a long 7 months, and he's still not back to himself.
Problems with vision in my left eye. My hands and my feet are still numb. I still have no feeling in my hands or feet.
He almost didn't share his story because he says people are tired of hearing about COVID, but his conscience convinced him otherwise.
Maybe that's why God let me live through this, so that I can talk to people. If I can change somebody's mind about this, that'd be awesome.
For most people, symptoms of COVID last an average of 2 weeks, but Bob has been fighting the lingering effects for almost a year now. Neurologists say that numbness he was describing in his hands and feet from nerve damage will improve over time. Tomorrow morning, former KSDK News anchor Karen Foss shares her experience with a breakthrough case of COVID-19.